Oh, pretty black bass there. Look how dark he is. That's what I want. See how dark that fish is? Ooh, it's a little spinner blade. It's the Skeet Reese Series Terminator blade, tungsten. Weighs about, I think it's not quite half an ounce, but pretty close to a half ounce when a really small blade. So you can throw it far and still have the small blade action. So we're throwing a Persuader buzzbait this morning a little bit. Hopefully we can get a few blow-ups on it. It's a little gold blade, little white trailer, little flat head. It's just a really remarkable bait that just pops right up on the water really good. I really like using it. Throwing it on a 7.5 foot flipping stick with a 50-pound braid. A little bit of heavy action for this buzzbait, but I like the heavier action for a buzzbait just in case I need to really force that fish. A little overkill, but it's just my preference. There's one. It's not too bad of a fish. Nice. Wow. It's a nice spotted bass. Ooh. Hey, hold on there. The dark color of these fish this morning. Really beautiful fish. That is a spot. About a pound, pound and a half fish. Whew. That Persuader's working. Let's get another one. I'll head back out. I got in a little bit closer to the rocks here on the stem, and wow, got a reaction right away. So maybe if I work it a little closer. There it is. Oh. Ooh, it's a nice fish. Ooh, that's a nice fish there. Ooh. Okay. Let's get in there. Wow. That is amazing. That's probably close to 3-pound spotted bass right there on the Persuader Gold Series. Wow, he's kind of bleeding. I got him pretty good. Whew. That's a nice fish. I'd say about 2.5 pounds. Boy, that's a pretty bait. You know, this gold, everybody's attracted to gold, even the bass. Humans is a little more than bass, but bass like it too. I know trout love a gold bait, gold hooks. You can catch fish sometimes just on a plain gold hook. Oh! Oh, another nice, that's a nice fish there. Holy moly. Look at this Persuader buzzbait working this morning. Now that's a black. That's a nice black bass. Hold on, sweetheart. Isn't that an amazing fish? Beautiful Kaweah bass. Now that's a Florida strain largemouth there. You can tell it's just a big, fat, green, beautiful thing. Whew. Let's go get another one. What do you think? I think it's prime time Persuader buzzbait time. With a TD minnow, Team Daiwa minnow. This is a great bait. It's got some teeth marks on it already. A whole lot of teeth marks, as a matter of fact. I like throwing it on a spinning reel. So you get a lot more action when you're ripping it, this little light bait. And it just doesn't weigh really enough for me to, there's a fish. First cast, the old TD minnow. Stay on there. Ooh, little spotted bass. You gotta really be careful with these hooks. These hooks are super sharp. Yeah. Nice little spot. I mean, I really like using the spinning reels with this bait because you get so much more action. I mean, you put it on a bait caster, sure, but just with the twitching action, you get way more erratic movement with this bait on a spinning reel. Well, go back to the buzzbait. Water's getting a little calmer towards the end of this dam, so I'll go back to the top. It looks like there'll be a fish right there by that rock. Okay. Well, this Fluger reel I'm using, this is it's a $100 reel, but it is just super smooth. It's 6 ball bearings, it's 6:3:1 gear ratio, so it's really fast reel. It's just amazing. I just picked this up about a month ago, and I don't think I'm going to put them down. I think I'm going to keep buying these. It's a great reel. For $100, you can't beat it. My friends at Valley Rod and Gun hooked me up with this. Big Jeff and Merritt. They give me a lot of good advice, them boys. There's great people there. Get in a little closer to this bank and maybe run it a little bit closer to the rocks. While I'm here, might as well go behind you. There's one. Oh! I pulled it right out of its mouth. Jeez. That's what you get when you get a little bit too anxious. Should always feel the fish pulling on your bait before you set on topwater. It's just a rookie move, but we all do it. It's a perfect morning. Sun's just now coming out. It was real cold this morning, especially for a fall. We had a little cold front come through. But it's warming up today. And the wind just died down just enough. I think this bait's going to really start working. Got 3 real good fish on this bait. Real fast. This dam, this is the Terminus Dam. This dam was completed in 1962, and that's what formed the Lake Kaweah. And then it's just been a great reservoir ever since. And they stocked some Florida largemouth strain bass in the 80s, early 80s. And this has been just a really, really big fish reservoir. There's been I don't know how many double-digit fish come out of this lake. Me personally, I got a 14-pounder out of this lake, and sure would like to get one today. Well, who wouldn't? But I have a personal friend, a great friend of mine, Kenny Borba. He has caught over 30 fish in the double digits out of this lake, and mostly all on 6-pound test. It's amazing. This guy is probably one of the finest finesse fishermen you'll ever find. But that's all he does. Just throw plastics and throw light line. But he is good all-around fisherman too, but his specialty is light line fishing. But there's been a lot of big fish out of this lake. Like I said, I think 18 pounds is the record, right around 18 pounds. I know there's I don't know about but I'm pretty sure there's pretty close to a world record bass in this lake. I think I might turn around and go see if there's a few more fish over there by them rocks. What do you think? Golly. What a difference it made just moving in about 10 feet. Not even. It's running parallel with this dam, the Terminus Dam. Hopefully we'll get some Terminator fish on a persuader bait, not a Terminator bait. We did catch one on that Terminator spinner blade real early this morning. So now you know why I like throwing this heavier line with a heavier stick. You can really handle the bigger fish a whole lot easier. And using a reaction bait, you really don't need to use any light line. Just moving so fast, these fish can't even see the line. What I do though on this braided line, picked up a tip from the big boys, Chris Ball and Bobby Barrick, how they blacken their line with a felt pin. That really seems to help a lot, I think. That's real good. I'm happy about that. You know what? I don't think the Czar Spook would have did it this morning. I really don't. Another thing about these buzz baits, or any topwater bait, you do get a bite on it, man. You'll throw it all day long just to get another bite. You might not get another one the rest of the day, but that first bite will keep you throwing it most of the day. And I'd rather catch 1 or 2 nice fish on a buzz bait than 20 on a worm. You need to stay really in tune with your buzzbait too, but when you do get a strike, you really need to feel the fish before you set, or most of the time you'll just jerk it right out of their mouths. Easier said than done, folks, because the excitement is pretty intense. This is Greasy Cove, they call this. Greasy Creek. This is Greasy Point. This is an awesome point. It's caught a lot of big fish on this point here. We're going to reel this buzzbait while it's got a little shade on it right now from the sun. Hopefully we'll get a few bites. If I'm going to fish a point or a spot, I really like to stop probably, 70, 80 yards away and then move in real slow with your trolling motor, not your big motor. Because the bigger fish, they're smart. They'll know something's coming, especially the big motor. They even know when this motor's running because they've been around so long. But I like to just ease up on the spots I'm fishing. And you can run right up to the spots on your big motor and catch little fish. But the bigger ones, I think, are going to be real leery of the big motor. And when you're running a buzzbait too, you want to just cover a lot of water. Just get on your trolling motor and stay on it and just keep running the bank. And you should really practice, you should, because if you can hit the spots that you want to throw at and you figure there's a fish by it, and if you miss your spot, you could miss your opportunity. This is a lot of open water here, but say like Delta, even Clear Lake, and my local river is the Kings River. If you don't hit your spots just right, you're not going to catch them. Hey, there's one. Is it any good? I don't know. I don't think so, but it's a fish. Come on in here, Skippy. Okay. Now this is the hard part. Is it worth it? Being dangerous enough to... Wow. Pretty crazy. These sharp hooks like that. Those hooks will get you every time. Wow. Slippery. Let's see if we can get another one. Just throwing a TD minnow here last week, right on this point. Hooked 2 fish on the same bait. That was pretty fun. That's only happened to me a few times. I know it happened to Kent Brown on the Western Bassville. Folsom Lake. But we're getting Kaweah fish today. That looks like another little one, but he's fighting a little better. Oh, he's just a little more aggressive. That is a hell of a fish there, isn't it? Oh. It struck like a fish, fought like a fish for a little while, especially that last skippy across the water, but it's just a little long. Oh. Man, this lucky catches everything. Now this lake in the spring runoff will hold about 144,000 acre-feet of water. It is usually full for only a few months because they use it for so much of the irrigation water for the farmers. So it doesn't stay full for very long because it's so small. It only has like 22 miles of shoreline. But they did raise the spillway this last year. It was completed. So next year I think we'll hold a few more 1,000-acre feet, and the level should rise another 10 feet up on the bank. You sure can see a lot of bank right now, exposed bank, that you can see how low the reservoir is. But this year I think if we pray to get some rain, it gets up into the higher levels, it can get into some of them oak trees and some of these cuts and get into some new water to fish. Maybe give them fish something to go in, and so we can do some flipping and pitching, maybe do some frog fishing here this year. Would sure be nice. Spinnerblade fishing is really crucial on what speed you're retrieving it. I usually like to variate my speed to see what they want, and hopefully I'll remember how I'm reeling it in. If I get a fish, I'll remember how I'm reeling it and try to duplicate that again and see if that's what they want. But you got to really stay in tune with the blades, because sometimes when them blades stop turning, there's a fish on most of the time. If you can feel them blades and stay real in tune with them, you can catch a lot more fish. Because they will just grab it and spit it out without you even knowing it. Well, we caught fish on 4 different baits this morning already. Spinnerblade. We caught some on that lucky, like a lucky rattle trap, I call it. And then the Persuader Gold buzz bait and the TD minnow. But we're going to throw some drop shot here in a little while. Right now I'm going back to the buzz bait, because if I'm not getting bit on a spinnerblade, I'd rather not get bit on a buzz bait because it's a lot more fun to throw. Another tip I'd like to give you guys out there is get some real comfortable tennis shoes. If you're going to be standing up all day fishing in a tournament or even out fishing, get you some good shoes. They make the big difference. Say if you're wearing thongs or flip-flops or even bare feet, you will be twice as tired using those kind of footwear as if you had some good pair of tennis shoes on. I've learned that lesson the hard way. All I like to wear is tennis shoes when I'm fishing, just for the comfort. Better on your back, better on the fatigue. So all around good tip. I'm going to tie up a drop shot, and what I use is a 2-aught Gamakatsu hook. It's just a little drop shot hook, not a 2-aught, just a number 2 hook. What I do, I tie a Palomar knot with a whole lot of slack left over. And then sometimes the hook's facing down. See how that hook's facing down? Now a quick way to do that, to get it back to the right direction, you always want your hook facing up. What I do, I get the line after tying the knot and run it back through the eye, and then the hook stays straight up. You get a picture of that? That's a really good tip there, to keep your hook straight up, and that's how you want your hook on a drop shot. And on the weights, there's some fancy drop shot weights you can buy and stuff. I use just a regular old, like almost a pinch weight, slide weight. These are called Mojos. Just kind of grab them. I'm going to probably run my drop shot about 6 inches off the bottom. Then we're in business. There's your drop shot rig. You know, this water level at Kaweah is really, really low right now. It gets a lot lower than this, believe it or not, but this is a really good time to really look at your structure around and find some rock piles, find some stuff that you wouldn't see, of course, if the water's full, and find some really good spots to fish, especially if you have a good GPS. I got a fish on. If you got a good GPS, you can mark some of these spots, and it's a spotted bass. Yo! That's a keeper fish there. Oh! He ate that worm, didn't he? Good old Gamakatsu hooks. Hooked them really nice. It's a nice little, probably 13-inch fish. Little black bass. Like I was getting to say about the structure, you really learn a whole lot when the water's down. Where'd I put those baits? I like throwing this drop shot right on the bottom where that 6-inch worm just barely touches the bottom, gives it a little action like that. They seem to really eat that bait like that. Some guys run it up a little bit higher, but I like to variate my lengths of leader I have on the drop shot. But that seems, the real short 6-inch drop shot seems to work real well for me. There's a little, real little. Another feature 10-pounder. A lot of feature 10-pounders in this lake. At least he left me my worm, so I don't have to get Al and Alice to pour me up some more. Alan's another good friend of mine. Does me a lot of favors, pours me a lot of baits. Thank you, Alan. Drop shot, and I like to use that's a 6-foot G Loomis GLX series with a Shimano spinning reel. It's really, really sensitive rod. I like it a whole lot. I don't recommend spending all the money on a G Loomis if you're going to be just throwing a crankbait or a buzzbait or something like that, something reaction bait. But for finesse fishing, I really highly recommend a real sensitive rod. Come on, be better. Nope. This is a little black bass. He's sure eating that worm. Yeah, there's a fish. Let's see if he's still there. Oh yeah. These little fish are aggressive. That one just might make 12 inches. Fun to catch though, and full of something in vinegar. This is a bait that Al and Alice pours up for me. It's kind of a smoke black with an orange bloodline and some copper flake. Works really good on this lake. Works really good in most lakes, but this one they really like it. There's a number of species of fish in Kaweah Lake. There's of course the largemouth bass. They're Florida strain, most of them. There's the spotted bass. Have you seen, we caught some spotted bass today. There's a few smallmouth. You'll catch very few in here, but they are in here. A lot of really big carp, of course, which kind of suck, you know, if you ask me, because they eat a lot of the bass eggs. There's some huge catfish. I think 60 pounds is the lake record. We've got some blue channels, I'm sure they have some mudcats in here, some bullheads, but there's some really good crappie fishing too in this lake. A lot of guys at night will come out, set up their lights, and catch a lot of crappie. But the main thing on this lake is the big largemouth. And what I'd like to really stress to everybody is we need to release all these big fish that are in here, because a lot of people take them, eat them, and it's really sad because this is a small reservoir and it could get beat up really bad. So if we keep them larger fish in here, we can have the greatest fishery in this area. And hopefully someday get a world record fish out of here, because it does have the potential. It's like a neighboring lake to this is Success, which we'll be doing a series over there too of a film and stuff, and that lake holds some really big bass too. Larry Kurz has the record there, a friend of mine, 19 pounds. That is a large bass. Enormous. Oh yeah, nice fish. Real nice. Oh, not too nice, but good enough. Oh, I didn't even know he was on there. Okay, come on. Oh, don't worry, he's not ready yet. I think it's a spot the way it's fighting. Okay, get in there. Nope, that's a black bass. That's a nice keeper bass, probably about 15 inches. Right on the top of the nose. Beautiful. Wow, he was hooked good. That's a pretty fish. Really pretty. Bye-bye. Ain't that something? Pretty good day today. Can't complain. Let's see if we can get another one. Really like to thank some of the people that make this possible for me to come out and fish. It's Valley Cycle and Marine, where they sell family fun. They have from Yamahas and Suzuki motorcycles, and they sell skeeter boats as well as pleasure boats too, as far as master crafts and stuff like that. And I think I'm going to set the hook and get broke off. Oh wow. Nice plug for Valley Cycle as I break off a fish. Oh well. Another person I'd like to thank is Valley Ford in Hanford, California. They supply a nice vehicle for me to drive around and give me a heck of a deal on those. Another sponsor would be Jasper's Steakhouse, which is the greatest steak you can get. It's located in Lemoore, California. Thank you, Richie Krebs, for your sponsorship. And Mike Royer from Valley Cycle Marine, Sean and Pat Ryan from Valley Ford. Thank you. Is it good? I don't think so. But it's a little lively. Yee-haw. Jump again. He threw my hook off. I mean my worm. Wow, lots of action. Oh, broke. Nope. Wonder how long he's been on. Oh. Uh-oh. What do we got here, Tony? Oh. Oh, nice 2-pounder. Oh, Lordy. This is fun. What a day. Too bad tournaments don't happen like this. Let's see if he'll come right in there. Oh, that's a fat fish. That's a nice Kaweah bass. I think Got this right in the corner. Wow. Thank you, Lord. That's a beautiful chunky fish, probably at least 2.5 pounds. Go back. Sure you don't want to grab a rod? Good enough. He's coming to the top. He's a keeper fish. Coming to the top again. Oh, that looked good. Yeah, this drop shot rig is very productive. But you got to be real easy with a 6-pound test line. Okay, let's get him coming up, maybe. Here he comes. Right next to my Gamakatsu hooks. Nice pretty fish, about 13 inches. Well, that concludes our fishing for today. We did pretty good on this Lake Kaweah. Just an awesome little fishery. We did an assortment of baits with the Persuader buzzbait, the TD minnow, the old tungsten spinner blade by Terminator, the old Alan Alice's poured worm here with his black with this orange bloodline, really good bait. A couple of rattle traps, Lucky Lure craft. Did real well on all of them. We did real well with this Persuader. It's just been a really good day. I just want to thank everybody for watching Western Bass TV, especially thanks to them. It's at westernbass.com and click on Western Bass TV. You can watch an assortment of videos. We're going to do a number of videos on some neighboring lakes from here, some local lakes of mine, including the Kings River, my favorite. And so, thank you for joining us. God bless. And if you're out fishing, you are truly blessed. Goodbye.